You're muted.
Good morning, traders. Thank you, Tom. Happy Monday and President's Day. Welcome to MyFundedFutures and MyFundedTV. I am Terry Trades, and we have our expert trader, Tom Sabo. Good morning, everyone. How are you, Tom?
Good morning, Terry. Good morning, chat. Special hello to Abhishek, Trevor, Nate, Magnus, and Aaron, and everyone who's available here at MyFundedTV crew. And again, good morning to you, Terry. How is the morning so far?
It is good. Oh, I'm so glad we're hopefully breaking out of this consolidation range. It was like I was feeling some seasickness. Just back
Don't
and
worry
forth,
about it.
back
Actually, I'm going to tell everybody a secret. We are both a little bit like, I'm guessing you're still holding a short position. I'm also in a short position.
I went flat.
Oh,
I was in a funded account. So I'm like, I'm just going to take my profits and run. You're still in short?
I'm still in a short position. So yeah, let's jump into the chart and let's talk about it. All right, let's go.
Do it. Let's go.
All right, here we are. So you're saying you are flat already. Now, a quick recap, because, you know, if you guys are questioning, hey guys, are you streaming today? Of course, the answer is whenever the market moves just one single tick, we are streaming. And also because, you know, I mean, we love to be here at MyFundedTV. So this is my short position. Nothing super special about it, actually. I'm looking for a 1 minute demand zone. Now, why am I looking for this zone? Because there's not much to it. And I'm going to do a quick recap. We're technically ranging in like 30 points of range since 6 a.m. But the thing is, let me just do a quick recap. London session was, I would say, fairly good, somewhat good price action. Took out a 3 minute supply zone and went higher to a 1 hour fair value gap, repriced, reversed. And I was like hoping in the London stream I was that we will go lower immediately right after, like somewhere around 4 after 4 a.m. Eastern Standard. I was like, let's go short, because it would be amazing to see these 1 minute demand zones down here and the sell side liquidity at 793 to be taken out. So anyway, maybe for now it seems like we're going there. So my take profit is at 821. So far so good, looking great. But otherwise, you know, no news. Early market close today, so gotta watch out what you're doing. But just a quick reminder, like usually at these days, like let's just take for example Christmas holiday, Easter, Thanksgiving, whatever, I did notice that we always had like a fairly good price action. So obviously maybe not like huge sell-off or whatever, but as far as I look back, and I'm wondering what you guys think or what you think, Theory, like I think we had some decent price action. So I'm not saying that we're gonna have the same thing all day, but like we're not having a technical market open right now, but I'm still kind of hoping for some sort of liquidity surge somewhere around 9:30, 10 a.m. So some bigger players, hedge funds, bigger institutions, whoever, they might gonna, you know, move the market a little bit here and there. So that's why I'm keeping a little bit more I'm keeping a more eye on the 1 minute chart, maybe even the 2 minute chart or the 3 minute chart. Maybe we see some levels being taken out. So yeah, in this case, a 1 minute demand zone starting at 819, another one down there at 805, and I'm getting really close to this TP. But anyway, this is the 5 minute chart here. If we go out to the 1 hour, then, and if I take off the chart markups, there's not much. I checked for supply and demand zones, nothing to it. There is a fair value get up there above 25k, actually 25,030. So if this would be turning out to be a bullish push, I would say that would be a draw on liquidity. So we have a very good fair value gap on the hourly chart up there. I'm just kind of hoping that this demand zone will hit. And as for the gold traders, I guess it's a no trades because I really checked everything I could. And this is the 5-minute chart. Looks like, well, almost the same, like a consolidation. No clean levels, by the way. I was kind of waiting for a clean level ever since, like, I would say last week, maybe I saw 1 or 2 levels there. We do have a 5-minute supply zone higher. I left that on my chart. It almost went there during the London session, but even if I wanted to, I couldn't take a trade on this because there was no fair value gap, no displacement. So I just couldn't get there. Maybe if gold, like it's sweeping these levels at 5,013, it might be able to displace higher than the VWAP, and maybe we can go up there to like 5,041. So I will be, or maybe I would be looking for long positions on gold. And the 5-minute supply zone is really the only one that I see. If it starts to drop lower, I don't care. I'm not going to go short. So let's just hope that gold will, try again to go up there. And the focus is going to be on NQ. Most likely a scalping session. That's what I'm hoping for. So a bit of a scalping on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. We'll see how it goes. And that's all I have. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Ooh,
you're welcome.
Your trade looks so good. I'm feeling like I wish I wasn't flat.
Almost there, almost there. Oh my gosh, this is because the market makers. I'm telling you, I have a phone here for the market makers. You guys can see it. It's an actual old vintage phone, so I'm going to just call them up. And if you guys don't believe it, here it is right here. So I'm going to call them right now. So no, I'm just joking. I'm actually collecting these. Is
that the old phone, like where you plug it in into the wall?
Yes, it's an original old phone, and it's actually working. It's actually working, by the way. Just saying that it's actually a working phone. So let's go. Okay, there you go.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. W's for Tom, you guys. That was a beautiful trade.
That was a good trade. I wish I would have had this during the London session. But the thing is, we went down, a bit of a secret here. After I finished up my London stream, I entered the short. Let's just say it didn't really turn out well. I lost an evaluation account, but keep it a secret, everybody, because I was oversizing the position and it went higher and took me out. And guess what? My TP was right here and at 819. I accidentally oversized with the minis. Who would have known, right? But I thought I'm in with the micros and account is gone. But the level being taken right now, so I wish I would have taken this earlier, or I wish I would be more cautious. But anyway, at least the level has been taken. But I would say you could drop lower, 805 maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I saw a great question from Andy in chat. Andy asked, what do you look for confirmation when you're going short?
Yeah, so I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Confirmation. So first of all, I need to have my levels. Okay, that's one thing. That's the first major part of my trading day. I need to outline my levels. Now, I know it's kind of confusing what you see here on my chart, and I'm going to clean it up because lots of levels are not needed now. But I do this manually. I outline my demands and supplies on there. There you go. 805 been taken, I guess. So yeah, that's it. So I kind of outline my levels. And once I have my levels, I'm looking for a break of structure. Now, it doesn't have to be a reversal. It could be a continuation, right? So it could be a continuation. I just need, for example, I'm going to use this example, up close or down close candles. So for example, I'm looking for a structure shift or break. Okay, so there was a swing low here on the 5-minute. This 5-minute candle actually broke structure. Now if I go down to the 1 minute, for example, you can see the same thing here. So the 1 minute broke structure, and actually if you go down to the second chart, you can see these things even closer and sooner. But I'm looking for some sort of a structure break with up or down close candle, looking for a fair value gap. And if I see that the market is picking up some momentum, I'm just jumping in and trying to keep the risk to reward ratio above 1-to-1. It's really that simple. I mean, I'm trying not to overcomplicate it. Nowadays, I used to say that I'm trying to be reactive to the market. So when I see that the market is going in one of these directions and I see a good level, in my case, the zone, and I see this, I just, okay, let's go, let's jump in. But it has to be at least a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
I am seeing some questions about when we're ending stream today. So because it's President's Day, we will be ending stream at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And also, just so that people know, the futures market will close at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. MyFundedFutures is asking traders to liquidate their positions by 12:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the markets will reopen this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, thank you. It's very important information there. Also, just a small add-on. As to my best knowledge, I think if you by accident leave a position open, then it's not a breach of your account. MyFundedFutures is going to close those positions for you. If you forgot to close it, just make sure you close it at the way you want it to. But if you're having an open position on your funded account, not like other prop firms who are taking it as a breach, at MyFundedFutures, it is not a breach. They're going to close it for you as far as I know, but I think I'm 100% correct on this one.
Yeah, right. Not a hard breach.
It's not a hard breach. They're going to close it for you. All right.
Yes. And I can share the current promos that we have going on.
We want to know. I want to know. Oh yeah, we have we still have this one. This is amazing, guys.
Yes, exactly. So $49 if you are a new trader with MyFundedFutures, you can try out the 25K flex plan for only $49. This is so low. It's all in. There's no activation fees whatsoever with any of our accounts. So it'll bring down the price from $84 down to $49 using code YouTube for that. And also, if you're an existing trader with MyFundedFutures, they have not forgotten us. It is $77. So you can try the 25K flex plan. It's just one-time use for every trader just for the first month using code YouTube. It is still 30% off any of the pro accounts using code YouTube, and also 20% off the rapid accounts. Those are our daily payout accounts using code YouTube. Let's go.
Yeah. Definitely gives you the best available discount out there. And I'm just so happy that MyFundedFutures always have a welcome bonus for new traders, like not just for the pro account, but right now, if you just want to try out MyFundedFutures, it's definitely for you who were like hesitating as for now, like what should you try MyFundedFutures, should you not? I think for $49 with no activation fee, all in cost, I think it's a no-brainer. You got to give a chance for yourself, because you will see that you're at the best place here.
Yes, exactly. And I did, when I was checking last night, I think the 50% off any of the pro accounts for brand new traders with MyFundedFutures is still going on on the website. Yes, on the website, it still says that. So
yeah, that's what I wanted to also go for, because if you feel like you can spare some extra money there, and if you're brand new, definitely go for the pro account, a one-time welcome promotion, 50%. I think it's definitely a good value. So go and grab it.
Yeah. How are we doing on likes this morning, Tom?
Oh, yeah. This is going to be the best part, everybody. So I'm going to check on you guys. Let me just see what's going on. I am seeing currently 74 likes, which is great. It's a good start as usual. We're approaching nearly 400 viewers, which is super awesome, which means we can easily get to, first, I know it's holiday and everybody's, just chilling and everything, which is great. Now, at this point, I also need to mention the viewers on X, because we also love you all. Everybody's super awesome on X because we're streaming there as well. Please do us a favor and hop onto YouTube and smash the like button, because I think we can easily push this above 200 likes. It's very easy, and it's chill out, stream. It's holiday. If we see something, we will jump in. We're gonna do what we want as usual. So just make sure to hop over to YouTube, smash the like button, because we're gonna check on it again. We'll see.
Yes, let's go. Let's make Tom happy.
Yeah.
Wow, this market is giving up a little more now. We went back to unchanged. We're trading below New York closing price from Friday. Look at this. Even
Oh yeah,
lower. We are trading
even
below
lower.
VWAP now.
Yeah, we are lower, and we have the Friday low at 578. I think we gotta look for some more levels here. Now, yeah, we have some sell side liquidity from the Sunday open. On the micro, I haven't checked on the mini. On the micro, we have it at 754. Obviously, we are not having a market open right now, but you know, as we getting closer to that 930, and we're not far from that 54, as I said, we could see a possible surge influx, some extra volume in the market. How about the market just wants to sweep below that 754? I'm not gonna jump in, but it would be interesting because we talked about these kind of candles. I'm gonna zoom in on the 15-minute chart right now on the Sunday opening candle, because we're not just having a range here, like an unbalanced price range, but the candle at 6 p.m. it is like typically like not that doji candle, but that indecision candle. You know, we swept swing high, we swept some lows here. I feel like that you know, whenever I see this candle, when the body of the candle is right at the middle and the wicks on both sides are almost equally, like, yeah, almost equal basically, I'm saying that the market really likes to take both sides of that candle. In this case, again, just a bit of an extra, you know, confirmation for that 754. Anyway, this candle is always interesting to me when I see this, and this is now on the 15 minutes. So on the 1 minute, it's also interesting, but the higher we go, the more significance it has. So I think 754 could be an interesting level at the non-existing open, but who knows? Maybe until 10 a.m. we'll see a drop.
Yeah. Important news for us to know. I don't know if it'll affect the market at all. We do have a partial government shutdown in the US, so I wonder if that will affect markets this morning at all. We shall see.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's partial.
It's partial.
We keep
Okay.
experiencing these partial shutdowns. I'm not sure
Okay.
if the market is like, whatever.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know. I know at first we were kind of expecting like a big sell-off, and I think the rumor there was a sell-off, and however, when we did have that really long shutdown, the market just shrugged it off. Yeah, so we shall see what today brings. Sometimes, have you noticed, Tom, during holiday trading days, because there's not that many traders trading, sometimes we can get big moves, like just with the lack of liquidity. It is possible.
This is a scientific fact indeed, by the way, and I strongly advise you guys, not financial advice, but to go back on the chart and just look for the past 2 or 3 years. Look for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, whatever. Just look around the most likely the US holidays, but like just look into it and you will see that like we were having some decent volume on these days. It's kind of interesting. What I'm expecting though is that volume is gonna dry up somewhere after like 11 or until lunch hour, I'm sure. So somewhere between like 11 to 12, we should be seeing that the market is going to go like absolutely flatlining out. So, but I do expect also like quote unquote a major move happening. Like a major move in this case could be like a clean 30 to 50 point of move somewhere after 9:30 or 10 a.m. So, but again, will be interesting to see. I almost said like the 9:30 open, but like how the price is going to behave after 9:30. I still believe that some banks, hedge funds, or bigger institutions could be moving the market still. I mean, London is London is still going to be open, so who knows? Anything is possible.
I feel scared, Tom.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
I feel scared.
No, it's completely fine. It's completely fine.
We are trading towards the low of that overnight. The low so far is 24,754. I wonder if we'll break it. The midnight retrace is about 824 above us. I wonder if we'll go tag that possibly. We shall see.
Yeah, we shall see, and that would be my bet. Again, I am not taking a trade, but I will be definitely observing this closely.
Yeah.
I'd like to see 754 anywhere anytime from now on to be swept. Just a quick drop to 754, and at 754 a bit of a sideways movement and a reversal. I'm just gonna say it out, like I'm really expecting a reversal, but after sweeping 754. But the thing is, this drop here created an absolutely beautiful textbook 5-minute supply zone up there. So it's a really good looking zone, and because of that, I'm gonna outline it on the chart. So it's starting at 856. So 856 is an absolutely textbook perfect 5-minute supply zone, which is gonna be my target for later. So in this case, just to have a safe long position, I would feel much more comfortable if 754 would be swept anytime, I mean, as soon as possible, but who knows? I mean, it's very close.
A possible sweep and then reversal.
Exactly. That is what I'm looking for. So the plan is, where's the drawing tool? So I want to see a quick drop, a bit of a structure here around 10 a.m. and then, you know, moving higher, most likely sooner than 11. But yeah, something like this would be in my plan. And if we could inverse this fair value gap on the 5-minute with an up close candle, that would be even better. So where's the color? Okay, so that would be even better. I will definitely be looking for this scenario. So.
Okay, we'll have our eyes peeled, waiting waiting and getting ready to react.
Yeah,
I think it's interesting, the volume kicked up on the 9:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time candle.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah, I wonder if there was a headline or something. It looks like people, ooh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. But you got to expect a possible bounce as well. This could be very tricky. I feel like partially the reason why it dropped is like, in many times we could see some sort of a liquidity sweep before the open. Usually, I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Usually when we are getting closer to the market open, and if there's a very close level, like I would say like 15 points, 20 points, the market often just, you know, goes and takes it and, you know, whatever. But theoretically, like, we would still have more than 5 minutes until the open, so why not just go down and sweep that 54? Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, I see our subs are up. Our subscriber count is up. I'm gonna trade is saying 700 more subs, so we hit 60,000 subs.
Awesome, so everybody. Let's do it. Let's get to 60K. I told you guys, I promised, and I will deliver. I will personally ask Luke for some more extra giveaway. I promise that, you guys. We're gonna have something extra because we like the free stuff, and I'm gonna refresh our numbers just to see. By the way, I jumped into a short. I couldn't help myself, but
let's go.
129 likes, so we want some more. So here's my short position, only 3 micros. My TP is at 56, and in this case, I might even add more to it. So I'm gonna put a buy stop. I'm gonna put a stop up there at 801. That's gonna be a hard stop. If something crazy starts to happen, like a crazy bounce, I'm just gonna kill the trade manually. I'm just, you know, it's not even a big position here because, you know, it's not a big deal, but I'm just curious if we're gonna sweep that 54, you know.
Okay, I hopped in too, Tom.
It's dangerous, Terry. It's dangerous.
I hopped in an eval.
Yeah, this is because it's dangerous. I mean, it can easily spike higher, and yeah.
So this is part of the market on open, this candle. The market on open orders, the two candles, the 820 and also the 825 Central Time. So it's similar to the market on close. We're seeing sell side, right? The sellers are in control. So hoping for continuation here, at least into the open. We shall
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it's so close to taking out that overnight level.
Yeah, it should be taking it out, and even if it's not going to take it out, and it's going to troll every trader and just starts to bounce and reverse, no problem with that. That's yeah, it can still be a good long position, but without sweeping the proper level here, I would be freaking out a little bit to jump into a long position. To be honest, oh, there you go. It took it out. It took it out. My TP was at 56, so I'm out. I'm out from the position. I'm out. I'm out. I am out from the position. You're still all right. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out from the position. So now 54.
Let's go.
Let's go. So the thing is, 54 has been tagged, but the good news for your trade, hopefully, is that it's only being tagged with 1 or 2 ticks, I think. And this is just maybe not enough. If this should be a proper reversal, it would still need to go like, hit the 750. That would be good to hit the 750.
Yeah. I'd love to see that.
At least the 750.
Okay. I do see there is a pivot from New York around 3:30. I guess that's my candle, is it during New York? On the 13th at 14:35 Central Time, so 15:35. If we can trade below that, that would be great.
On the 13th, that is Friday, right?
Yeah,
Friday, which hour?
At 15:35 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
There's a form, everybody.
Let's go. Everyone, make sure you get your name on that form for a chance to win. It goes quick. You got to be fast.
You got to be quick and fast, and you got to make sure you stay until the end of the segment, at least, because winners are going to be announced, I think, after our debate. And
you do have to be present.
You do have to be present, because once the winners are announced, you have also 1 or 2 minutes to react. If you're not here, it's going to be re-rolled to someone else. Okay. Yeah, I see that level, what you mean, 731. That's a good swing low there for the PM session.
Yeah. Oh, it's still going.
It's going.
My TP is at 743. I might take it off early though. We shall see.
Yeah, 731 down there. That's a good sell side liquidity there. Okay. That's good.
Market is going to open in about 40 seconds. Do I leave it on for the open, Tom? I don't know.
Well, since we're not having an open, I think you can. So
yeah, leave it on.
So basically, it's just you can leave it on. Huh? It's a low risk. I mean, quote unquote low risk, but yeah, I'm just saying I'd love to see not just this small little wick here, but like at least tag the 750 or lower. That would be better for even for a structure to be built up here. So anyway, but let's watch this open. Yeah, there we go. And obviously this is like a good observation to see how the price behaves on days like this. There is no actual open, but still there should be some momentum, entering the market here.
Ooh, all right. I'm not liking this open.
So far it's all right. It's all right. Yeah. So far it's okay, and we still have lots of time until 10 a.m. You know what? That's good. Okay, let's go down lower. Okay.
Oh, it's going. Okay, now I like it.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Now I like it.
It's a love-hate relationship with NQ, everybody.
Oh my gosh, no kidding. If you're looking at the price on the DOM, it's just like very choppy. This does look like a typical holiday morning so far.
It is. It is. And trying to come up with a plan here. So let me get some stuff off from my chart. So I'm trying to come up with a strategy or something. When should I go long? Honestly, there's no structure on the 3 minute, nothing on the on the 5 minute. There's no structure on the 5, no structure on the 3 minute. I don't know why I'm leaving out the 2 minute, because maybe I don't care. But the 1 minute, we only have a few wicks here and there. For me, it would be safer to wait until, I would say, yes, there would be an anticipated inversion fair value gap. So this is not an inversion gap, but I like to anticipate the market moving through this. So until we are staying below that inversion gap, which is not an inversion gap yet, I'm not sure I want to take a long position on this. So from my end, it can drop lower to that 731, like what you said from Friday. That would be a good target, but we'll see.
Okay, we shall see. Market is kind of just chopping around in this first 5 minute candle.
Oh yeah, Kwong, I see you, Kwong. Kwong is used to be on my London streams. Yeah, he was calling it out. You were right. You were right. It will be back to open. Yeah. I'm seeing so many familiar names. Welcome, guys.
Okay.
What's happening?
Ooh, so loud. Did you hear that? Oh, no. Okay. I switched over to, I have a trading view chart because it has the midnight retracement level on it, and it makes a super loud chime. I was like,
I mean, you got the alert. Oh yeah, that's super loud on my end too.
I'm flat now.
You're flat. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not liking how this open is opening. Possible retracement at some point back to that midnight level. That would be around 424-ish. I mean, I'm sorry, 824-ish.
Yeah, 824. I put it to 826. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, but the level is correct. So I would love to see. I mean, that would be something I'm also looking for. Reversal back to midnight. Yeah, at this point, I'm a little bit disappointed. To be honest, I wanted to see something more.
Yeah.
But yeah. So far, just sideways action. Still going to be eyeballing with that 856. How far is that from here? I mean, it's 80 points. The market can move 80 points easy peasy on a holiday. Yep. So I'm seeing that many times. Ooh. Let's just wait this one out.
Yeah, I can't. The way price is moving, I'm just like, wow, this just doesn't feel typical. I'm like, I have to just wait. Here we go. And now, of course, it's trading lower. No.
That's why it's a love and hate relationship with NQ, everyone.
It is. Exactly.
It is.
Which brings up a very good topic for debate. Do you trade on holidays or do you not?
Oh, yes. It's a yes or no debate. Quite interesting. And you can pick the side as usual, ladies first. So, but it's a very interesting debate, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I will take the side of do not trade on but I don't know. I feel like, okay, Tom is up 7, you guys. We are still surviving. I am up 3. And at the end of the month, whoever loses has to buy the other trader an eval from MyFundedFutures. This $100 bill is to represent that. So you guys, chat, you guys have been so awesome with helping me pick a side, because in the beginning, I feel like I've been picking the wrong side.
No, the thing is, you're going to be back.
What side do I pick?
Well, it's up to you, but I'm just saying, like, whichever side, I'm sure that you're going to be back on my neck, like, in no time. This week for sure. Like, it's easy, 7. And we still, I mean, practically half of the month is gone already, but,
we only have 2 weeks left. I was looking at the calendar, and I'm like, okay, I have to try and win 4 this week, because then you and I will become neck and neck.
Which means if Terry wins 4, I'm going to win next week all week, guys. So please. So you know what to do.
Cartoon Futures said, Terry, you're not up 3, you're down 4.
No, but guys, we need to keep our advantage here. I need to win this account at the end of the month. I need that account. I just blew up one account this morning. I need the new evaluation account.
Vote for Terry. Let's go.
Well, I mean, I got, for next time, I'm gonna come up with something super special to vote for me. All right.
Okay, I'm going to pick the side of do not trade on holidays. Yes.
All right. Okay. No trade on holidays, and I'm going to pick the side. Do trade on holidays.
Yes.
Okay.
We will have the debate kick off in less than 10 minutes.
Well, my side is going to be super easy. I already know it's going to be very short and simple. I already know what I'm going to say. So, I already know. It's so simple.
Okay, market is pushing, making a new low here.
Okay, 7:31 Friday PM session low. Actually, let me get this off here. Okay, that's a Friday PM session low. Pretty much seems like it wants to sweep that level too, which is good. Gonna be looking for another structure and the reversal there as well. So we'll see. And just a quick check on you guys. Just a quick check. We are having 161 likes, which is amazing. Still not where we want to be, but we are super happy. We're having more than 500 viewers. Guys, it's very simple. It's always easy and simple to keep up with at least a 50% ratio. So how about we push it up to at least 250 or 260, 70, you know, somewhere above 250 or nearly 300. I know we can do it. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do so. And by the way, if you're just tuning into MyFundedTV, maybe we can pull up the promo again for the Flex account. You can get an account for $49 with no activation fee if you're brand new with MyFundedFutures. I think it's super important.
Yes, exactly. I do have the promo pulled up. Let's go. Use code YouTube. Every time you guys use the code, it does help to support the channel. Thank you so much. We have so many wonderful and amazing traders that we keep adding to the team, and the team is working on adding some more great traders. So it's exciting. It's really exciting.
Yeah, we're looking to go with more hosts, more guests, and more information, more educational stuff, and more free stuff as well for you guys. That's why we want to keep growing up the channel as big as you know, the biggest out there as possible. And you know, we got to get to 60K as soon as possible. I mean, I would be super happy if we can get there this week, right? So if we can get there this week, I think it's absolutely doable. The other day we had a couple of hundred subscribers. We can do it even in one day if you guys wanted to. And if we can do it, I promise you, I will ask for something special giveaway. All right, something extra from Luke, and we're gonna get there. You go. I told you guys she's cheating. She's doing something there.
Vote
I told
for
you.
Terry. Vote for Terry.
Just cheating there. And I'm still just, you know, I'm still just old school because I just have a paper note here to vote for Tom. You know, I still have the same thing. But the thing is, you haven't even, it didn't even started yet.
Tom is the king debater. Can the underdog try and catch up and win? Hopefully.
I gotta call the market makers. Okay. Yes, hello? No, nobody picks it up. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm hoping that we will sweep that 731 and we just reverse back to the supply zone. By the way, sweeping these levels, what is below this level down there? We do have okay.
Oh, so wow, it's still going lower. I'm feeling like I wish I stayed in that short, obviously, but what can you do? I am trying to protect my accounts, Tom, trying to get better at trading smaller and not doing silly things.
Well, that's sometimes it's hard not to do silly things. Yeah. And I'm trying to justify something that is not even here. Now I'm looking at a specific candle from Friday on the 1 hour chart, and this just makes me wonder like what could be happening. So I'm looking on the 1 hour chart here, Friday 9 a.m. That is a bearish candle, but it looks like a bullish pin bar, a not too perfect one, but it had this long wick down there with the sell side of 578, which is technically the Friday low. So let me just write it back in. Friday low at 578.75 on the micro. Now, why is this interesting? I'm gonna tell you guys exactly why is this here, because you know, usually when I look for demand zone, in this case, I'm looking for some sort of a liquidity sweep. Now in this case, there was a fair value gap from February 6th, which was a week earlier from Friday, and there was a part of a fair value gap, this gray area, and this 1 hour chart actually went down there, swept liquidity, and then pushed higher. Now, what is the next thing that I'm looking at on a demand zone or even supply? But in this case, I'm looking for some kind of a market structure shift. Now, the problem is this has only been wicked up. So the wick is always a little bit, not that powerful, not that strong. But anyway, after that, there was some bullish candles. So technically, we do see market structure shift to the upside here, and there's another market structure shift right here, even though with just the wick, which is a lower probability setup. But this actually makes this bearish candle on Friday 9 a.m. a demand zone. So let me just put a marker here. Now let me give it, oh my gosh, it looks terrible. Let me give a different color to it. Okay, so this is going to be a 1 hour demand zone. Now the mid-level of this demand zone is going to be 680. So 680 is the mid-level. Now if I would be shorting this market, and I talked many times, when I see a demand or supply zone, the mid-level is also very, very significant. So in this case, the 680 could be a very good target for possible shorts. So, if you're holding a position. And another interesting thing, when we have a bullish pin bar or bearish pin bar, especially on the hourly, is the mid-level, or ICT traders call it consequent encroachment or something like that. But we have the mid-level of that wick, which is not super accurate, but I'm just going to go with it. That's going to be 638.50. So what I'm trying to say here is I'm not trying to justify a trade because there is no bounce here, but look at how close we're getting to the middle of that 1 hour demand zone. So very close. Maybe could be looking for a bounce at 680, and until then we're just going to continue lower. I mean, I'm just trying to read the narrative to give me some idea what could be expected for, because we swept 731. It would be great to have a strong push higher. If we're not going to have it, then the next stop would be 680. And you know what, at this point I might change my mind and I would say, okay, we should be dropping down to 680. So maybe that's the draw on liquidity. Yeah, 680 right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, every candle recently, it has all closed red. We are definitely trending down.
Well, who knows?
I'm waiting for that reversal signal. I'm like, where is my green juicy candle? And then maybe I'll get in long. looking for that retracement, right, to that midnight level, looking for a VWAP, but like the market is telling me, Terry, don't do it, not yet.
The thing is, my spidey senses are tingling right now that we should be getting down to that 680. This is my intuition keeps telling me. I keep hearing voices, and everything.
It's the market makers.
It's gonna go down. It's gonna go down to 680. Tom, jump in now. But I don't know. I'm not sure.
For a scalp down to
for a
that
scalp.
level.
Oh my gosh, it looks really amazing to take. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's going. The problem is, if I jump in now, the range is not going to be enough for me to hold it to a 1-to-1 trade. Oh my gosh, it's going for 680. It's going for 680, everyone.
It's going.
It's absolutely crazy. What should I do, Terry?
Wait until it's screaming at you saying, Tom, get in now.
It's already screaming. I keep hearing voices all over the place. No, I mean, it really looks like it wants to tag that level.
Do it,
Terry,
do it.
I needed to jump in. I jumped into a very heavy short only on an evaluation account before anyone says anything. I am very, very heavy short here. I'm going to put it out. I switched to an evaluation account. Very heavy, 10 micro short here on my end. 10 micro short. This is a very heavy position. Please don't do this at home. It's very dangerous. It's a very heavy position. 10 micro for me is really a heavy position, even on an evaluation account. So looking for that TP is 682. Come on, don't bounce right now because I'm going to lose my mind. don't bounce.
We are trading below that CPI candle. Shout out to our traders. A trader in chat did point that out.
The pressure, Terry, the pressure. The desk is rising. I don't know what to do.
I know, it's going. It's heading your way. It's going, it's going, it's going.
I still keep hearing the voices, Terry. What should I do? I don't know. I'm scared.
Everything is going to be okay.
I'm scared, Terry. I don't know. I mean, even though it's just an evaluation account, I'm scared. This is a heavy position. Usually,
that is a heavy position.
The problem is we still have a gap on the 1 minute. It's ready to bounce like 30 points in a second. I might kill the trade manually.
Did you rotate accounts, Tom, or are you
Yes.
still in the same one?
I know I rotated the account. I rotated to an eval here, and it's not looking good. I mean, it's fine because like $350 of risk on an eval for me is okay. I usually go with much bigger risk than on the funded, but I was really hoping that it will just drop down there. Like
a
real
waterfall.
Fast. Yeah, something like that. I was hoping for a waterfall to that 680 because we're in the zone, and there was no bounce earlier. So anyway, the voices threat me right now. Oh, look at this, is terrible.
Oh no.
Too much risk on the table, everybody.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna leave this as it is. It's fine. It's okay.
Yes. It is okay. We do have our debate. Do you want to finish observing, managing this trade before we hop into the debate, Tom?
I think it's going to manage itself in a second. There you go. I'm already out from it. It's fine. It's fine already. It's completely okay. But yeah, we can start the debate anytime you want. So whenever you're ready.
Let's do it. Tom, you're still having such a great morning. You had 2 wins. And this one, I know.
It is what it is. It's fine. No problem with that. No problem with that. But yeah, so would you like to start, or how would we start? Just tell me and we can start.
Okay, you go first, Tom.
I go first. Okay,
yes.
Then let's play. So obviously, forget about the fact that I just had a small stop loss on an evaluation account. That's not a thing. The thing is, we just proved, I think, especially at the start of the stream, like we usually have enough volume, even on these days. We talked about this at the start again, like whenever you just do some backtesting, collect some data, you will see that in many cases on holidays, you can actually observe quite a decent price movement, and it's basically a fact. You just have to look for it, and you will find that, yes, especially on Christmas, by the way, some very decent price action. Now, when there is no news events and we just having an average momentum day, usually the algos are stepping in, price should be more predictable, and the levels are being more respected. Now, some of the best price actions I've seen, and I know it sounds crazy, in the past 2 or 3 years are being on holidays. Maybe not those 200-point moves or 100-point moves out there, but I was like, I don't want to miss this opportunity, because this morning in London I had a good trade. Right now at the open, so these levels have been taken out. Sometimes when we have a normal business day, NQ can be much more trickier, and I just feel like that it would be a really, let's just say, not the best decision to leave this day as it is, because even if you just go with the small risk, like just a few micros there, I think you can make some decent profits. You can work on your evaluation accounts on days like this. Also, scalping, ideal for scalping also. So I wouldn't say it's a bad price action day. Even after the fact that I just lost the trade on an evaluation account, I would say just go for it. You will find entries, especially for scalpers. And again, collect some data and you will see that it's actually not a bad day for trading. You know, forward test it, collect some data, and you will see that it's there. And I had some really good trades also during Christmas time, not just last year, but in 24 too. Also during the Thanksgiving holidays, those were amazing trades. Before and throughout after the holidays, amazing trades. I do remember those. So don't leave it on the table. It's just money you have to reach for. Profits on the table, just go for it, right? So that's my argument. I think it's very simple. Go for it. Don't leave that profit on the table if you see a nice setup. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. That was good.
Thank you. Well, I couldn't really pump it up higher because there's not much more to it other than I really collected some data there, and I think it's worth the trade. But anyway, let's hear about yours.
All right, everyone, vote Terry.
Of course, as usual.
I am arguing the side of the debate to not trade on holidays. So the main reason why you don't want to trade on holidays is because you don't have major market participants participating in the market. And as we know, the market is all about digesting prices, news, and the more participants you have a better chance of hitting those winning trades. On holidays, what you often will see is like back and forth movement, which is very difficult for us, the majority of traders, to do well in that kind of environment, the back and forth, right? The more people you have, think about it this way, the bigger the herd is, picture a bunch of animals, the big herd. If you have a big herd, when the herd moves, it's easier to see. Versus if it's a small herd, it's easy for the herd to look like, is it going left? Is it going right? Which way is it going? So that I would say that's why we don't want to trade during holidays. Another reason is, hey, it's a day off. Just take the day off. We're always trading as traders. We're always looking for opportunities. However, it's really important that we balance our life, that we take time off away from the charts, spend it with your family, with your friends, or just like go and do something really fun for yourself that's not related to the markets. So that's a second reason why you don't want to trade on holidays. Also, another reason is because just like sleep in, right? Like take naps. Make it an extended weekend. You can go on a trip. So that's another reason why, like today, for example, it's President's Day. You could be experiencing a 3-day holiday. So don't shortchange yourself and just enjoy those times off. Let's see, other reasons why you don't want to trade on holidays. I'd say the biggest reason is you want to protect your capital. And so why trade on a holiday, right? When there can be a lot of manipulation potentially with how illiquid the market can be. You guys witnessed the open. It was like kind of chopping around. Even though it made its way down, it was still like really weird price movements. So those are my main arguments of why you should not trade on holidays, even though, you want to.
Well, those were good points. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. But mine was better. Thank you both for me. So
no. Vote for Terry.
Guys, I mean, why are we here? It's a holiday and we are super happy that you are here and we love all of you. But we're here to make some profits. We are here to make some money. I mean, of course, when the market is moving decently, why would we leave that on? That's my counter argument there. So the thing is, yeah, vote for me. That's what I wanted to say. I need this win. We need to secure that account.
Vote for Terry. Vote for Terry.
I mean, I know.
You're already up 7.
Okay, I know she's nicer. I know she's the kind one, and I'm kind of nurturing you guys and torturing you with everything. But I really need to secure this month, guys. I need that evaluation account.
I need
please.
the evaluation account.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations to Claudel4800. You won the X giveaway.
Congratulations on the X there. Nice.
Tom, I am in a long. I hopped into the long after I saw that reversal candle at the bottom there with 3 micros. And this is in the eval that I took.
Yeah, it should be going to that 92. There's the fair value gap there at 92. I think it's going to push it all the way because there's no liquidity until then. So for a good scalp, I don't know, but it could go there. That 92 is just so close. That's the only level of liquidity as close as we're getting to this, up there at 92. So
okay,
should be pushing higher. Yeah, should be pushing higher. I might even jump into a scalp here on the same eval, and we'll see.
I like it back towards VWAP, and we also have that midnight opening price. That price loves to retrace back to.
Yeah, I jumped back in, and I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. This is only a scalp trade again on the same evaluation account that I took the loss on. It's a smaller position, obviously, but I'm willing to add a little bit more to it if it would pull back down, for example, to the 660 something level, and maybe I will add to it a little bit more. We'll see. But I want to see this go higher. That's the only level of liquidity. If it turns around here, well, I can only imagine one thing is that we're inverting this gap and maybe even lower, like down to 700, below 750, and then I will give the third chance on the same evaluation account, and I'm going to take a short finally down to that 680. But I need to make sure I can make at least $400 or $500 of profit on that one to make it back from the previous losses. So we'll see.
It is going. I don't know if you saw, Tom, but Mr. Zink and Ash are in the house.
Oh, in the house. Okay, awesome, everybody. Please behave. Ash is here, so please act normal. Okay, act nicely.
Be on your best behavior.
Or everybody, we have Mr. Zink, absolute pro in copy trading, by the way. I told you guys I did check out his socials, and he's like killing the markets, multiple 5-figure payouts this year, and we just started. So can't wait for more information about that. And oh my gosh, I told you guys I'm having stop loss as a lifestyle choice because I just don't have a stop loss on this trade, so I need to put something there. Actually no, I want to add to it as a scalp, and that will be it. Okay, 10 micros. It's a little bit heavy again, and I'm already scared. Terry, do something, do some magic or something.
Below on the charts.
You gotta do something. Okay, the thing is, if it's gonna trade below 748-ish or 750, I'm just gonna get out from this trade, and that's just gonna tell me like, okay, Tom, this evaluation account is not gonna be your favorite evaluation account, that's for sure. So but anyway, it's some heavy scalping today. Yeah,
let's go. Congratulations. I see more winners in chat.
All right, we love the winners.
Congratulations to Chess Trades, ACS Trades NQ, Sia Trades, Bruno, CSTP, also Izzy, Lizzie. Congratulations. Oh, you do have to tag MyFundedFutures real quick in chat to claim your prize. Oh yeah, you got to react quick, because you know you have one or 2 minutes, because there's going to be a reroll. And so far, please NQ, just help me get back some of my losses, and let's get back to that fair value gap out there. Please, Terry, do something. Come on. It's going. It's working. We are trading higher than the 5-minute bar prior to us. It would be very encouraging if this bar closes green. And then we can just keep closing every 5-minute candle green. We're red by about 15 points from unchanged price. Let's go. It is pushing. It is trying. All right. TP hit nicely. So I'm out. Woohoo!
Let's go. I actually made back most of my loss. I'm only down like $100 or less than 100. I don't even know. I have to check it. But it's good. So again, this is an eval. Before you ask, because I got the same question a lot of times, like, hey, Tom, do you trade differently? Yes, I trade differently on my evals and on my fundeds. I would not have entered the trade before. So the trade I took earlier to go down to the mid-level of that demand zone, I wouldn't have taken this on any of my funded accounts. Now, the second trade here, maybe this I would have taken, maybe I would have taken this on my fundeds, because obviously it's not an inversion gap yet, but like this is the only level of liquidity as far as we can check it on the 1, 2, 3 minute charts. 5-minute chart, this one is the first level of, let's just say, possible or high possibility liquidity level. So 792 in this case, and maybe I would have taken this on my funded account. I didn't, no FOMO, but I'm just glad that I made back some of my losses. Yeah. Anyway,
I love how good you are at rotating accounts. It is a skill.
I'm actually not so good. I mean, there are way exponentially way better traders are in rotating the accounts, but today I'm so far doing okay. As I said, one eval is lost, but on the funded accounts I'm up a couple of $100 today, so I'm all right. And I'm just gonna wait. We should be hitting that 792, by the way. So we should be hitting that. It's so close. And this is exactly what happens on days like this. And I don't know if the debate is still, I mean, sorry, the vote is still on.
Vote for Terry.
Okay,
vote
so
for Terry.
yeah, guys, I love you all. Thank you. Please. So here's my magic phone. I promise this phone is directly going to the market makers. When I lift it up like this, I can call the market makers. I can do whatever I want. I don't know why I'm showing this phone, by the way. So the thing is, please help me with winning this account because I really need a new evaluation account. And you know, Terry, she's rich because she won the BDH competition.
No. I also need to win the account. Let's go.
Yeah, but yeah. So the thing is,
I did see Mr. Zink says the IB is looking like it's a long, the initial balance trade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like a long. Yeah,
it looks like long.
At times like this, when we see this kind of a V-shaped recovery situation, I'm trying to find a reasonable level of liquidity. Now, in my case, it could be also a fair value gap. I would be much more happier if there would be a supply zone here, but there's no supply zone. I'm planning to take another long position once we could get an up close candle above 816, 17. So if we can get some up close candles with some displacement, I'd love to see this one go up to 856. But like, this is somewhat what I was expecting. And by that, I mean like some sideways action, some pullback, and then finally pushing through that 792. Now, once you see the target, I think we tagged it, by the way. So once you see the target, let me just rephrase it again. Whatever trading strategy you guys are having, or whatever concept you like to trade with, so you can go with smart money, ICT, indicators, whatever, you know, the usual supply, demand, support, resistance, whatever. I think it's just crucial to have a level that you anticipate as possible target. So it could be a pivot point, it could be a swing high, swing low, previous day or previous session high, low, whatever. But if there is a level that you backtested, that you quote unquote trust, you know, you have to trust these levels, and you're like, okay, I think the market is going to, you know, hit this level like after doing this and this. But the thing is, you're anticipating that level, that it should be hitting that. That is crucial. Without having a reasonable target, it doesn't really matter, again, which strategy are you going with. One of my deepest beliefs is, if you don't have a target where you want to go to, I mean, as trading or in the current situation on the chart, it's just, you know, putting trades on randomly. So you got to, that's why it's important to do the pre-market analysis, I think. So once you have the target, that's the first part. And the second part, and obviously there's a third part too. The second part is your entry model. What is it that you're using? We said this like 1,000 times already. What is it that you're using? Are you using a 5-minute inside bar breakout? Are you using a fair value gap, an ICT 2022 entry, whatever is that, a trend line breakout? It doesn't matter. So that's the second part. And the third part is basically the most important part, risk management. So risk management is the alpha and omega of the whole situation. Risk management contains like, you know, the risk to reward ratio as well. I think it's the same thing. Risk to reward ratio, not the same, but like risk to reward ratio. So it could be negative, just to summarize. So it could be also negative. Just make sure that your risk management is also, you know, you have a plan for that too. Basically, you have to have a separate plan for risk management. And when we come down to risk management, I would say we can go for like advanced risk management, like scaling in, scaling out, trade cap, rotating the account, copy trading, whatever. So that's the part when, you know, it can divide to so many other ways. So I'm just saying, like, I don't even know what. Yeah, I don't know what I wanted to say at the end, because I lost my thought, because I wanted to put more emphasis on the levels. So you know, if you don't have a level, for example, if I would not have a level here, no supply zone up there, nothing, I would just tell you guys that, okay, I'm not gonna trade this. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just going to wait, and I'm just going to wait for maybe the mid-level of the demand zone, because this is just not my type of trade, not my type of market. But yeah, and just to finish this thought, I think we've seen much worse price action, by the way, on normal business days. And this is just helping with my debate, everybody, my argument. So yes, the thing is, we've seen much worse price action on days like this, when the market was barely moving, like 30-50 points. No levels have been tagged. Now currently we swept the 754 at the market open, quote unquote open. We swept Friday PM session. We went back to the 5-minute gap. I would pretty much say that the levels are kind of playing out. So I've seen way worse price action. So this is just another proof, everybody, that on holidays there are some opportunities to take. I'm sorry, Terry, but I just had to say it. I had to say it.
Yeah. I heard you say though about the levels, like you won't hop into a trade if you don't see a level of where the trade is trying to get to. And like just the importance of that with your trading, with the levels. And I also heard you say, Tom, how important risk management is, and how there's lots of components of risk management.
And by the way, this is just and this is really good that we talked about all these components, as you say, because this just kind of proves that obviously don't have to overcomplicate it, but this proves that it's not as simple as you just sit down and randomly push a buy and sell button. Like it doesn't matter which strategy are you on. You got to understand the market context, market structure, you know, the big picture stuff. Yes, we're now on the 1-minute chart and we used to be on the 5-minute chart, but that doesn't mean that I'm not looking at the 15-minute, 1-hour chart or even higher. But there's so many, just like you said, Terry, there are other components here in the equation that needs to be understood. And good news is more chart time, more experience is going to help you to get these things, like, you know, being implemented as a muscle reflex, you know, as a brain muscle reflex by time to time. So it's going to get easier, but you got to do the pre-market analysis.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom. I feel like when you have those levels that you're looking at where the market is trying to go to, it does help me sit into the trade longer.
Exactly.
And let it play out.
Yeah, you can. And by the way, I'm just seeing a comment here. Allah Mind is saying that there's no way the market is going up there. That's no problem. You know why? Because my plan is I would only take the trade once we get displacement higher than 816. So if it's not doing it, good news for me, because I can just sit back, relax, and not take a trade. So there has to be some sort of a entry level, or not level, but like you need to outline some levels. Okay, like this is the level which I'm going to be looking for buys, or this is the level when I'm going to be looking for possible sells. Like now on the 1 minute, it seems like we're pulling back. It could be even a continuation of a drop. On the 5 minute, we can say like, you know what? On the 5 minute, I'm just going to go with the same situation. I'm going to put a fair value gap here on the 5 minute. And I'm just going to say, once we close below 731, which is kind of the low of that gap, I'm going to be looking for a possible sell to target the 680, which is the mid-level of the demand zone. But until then, this is a no trade zone. That's it. And that's the plan. So follow the plan. That's it.
Follow the plan.
Yeah, plan the trade the plan. That's it.
Oh my gosh, it's so important to have a plan. I can't tell you how many accounts I've lost when I've gone in without a plan, and then all of a sudden the plan is you'll lose your account.
It's just, it happens.
Yeah. Shout out to Jesse. Trading with Jesse's in the house.
Hey, Jesse. Hello.
Okay, I'm still in that long, Tom.
You're still in the long. Okay.
I'm still in it. I was ready to take it off, but it's still on. I did break my stop. I did bring up my stop to about better than break even. My entry was at 736, so no risk is on this.
That is very good. Very good entry there. Absolutely good entry. Yeah, I think so far it's going to be good, even if it goes lower on the 5 minute, picking up some liquidity. Actually tagged into this 5 minute fair value gap, this current candle. So that's actually good. It could be pushing higher. We have the VWAP up there. We have the VWAP. Yeah, the VWAP is there. We can trade higher. I do love that 5 minute supply zone. Again, I'm not sure. Maybe we're not going to get there. Who knows? But so far, I think you're good. So let's just hope that it will go higher. And I'm just going to do a quick check on you guys just to make sure everything is running smoothly. I'm seeing 218 likes, which is amazing. And oh my gosh, we're having 583 viewers. That is amazing. So it's super simple to do, everybody. We can add just a little bit more, Can we get to, can we get close to 300 a little bit? Obviously, let's get above 250. Very easy. If you're watching us on X, we love you all. We love the X viewers as well. Just a few clicks. Please come over to YouTube, smash the likes. Thank you so much. We need to get to above 250, or let's get close to 300. Thank you, everyone.
Let's do it. Let's make Tom happy. And then Tom is going to go to bat for us and try and get us some goodies to give away.
Yeah, exactly. So if we can get that 60K, I promise you, I will try my best to get some special giveaway for the 60K. And, I also promise that once we get to 70K, I'm going to do some dance for you guys here in my office here. So you guys going to love it. No penguin suit, obviously, but it's going to be trading related. All right.
I did take off my trade, Tom.
Okay. Well,
I don't like this red candle. I was like, oof, get me out of here. I'm going to take my profits and run on a holiday.
You did the right decision. You did the right decision because, well, on the 1 minute, we shifted. There is a structure shift here on the 1 minute. We could be trading through this fair value gap on the 5 minute, and then who knows what's going to happen. But I think it's better to secure those profits. So you did good.
Thank you, Tom. Corey, the phone trader, is in the house.
Hey, Corey, good to see you. What's up?
Corey trades from his phones. And yeah, it's so cool. He makes it work the way it fits into his life, which is trading on his phones. I feel like you just got to make it work in any way you can within your lifestyle. And that applies to trading strategy also. Would you say, Tom? Like it needs to fit.
Oh yeah, and I think that's actually also a skill, because I tried trading on my phone as well. Back in the days when I was trading CFDs, I was using MetaTrader on my phone, but I'm not saying, like, maybe I could have been more successful. Maybe I just needed more risk management tools and everything. But I do know some people also from my Discord and elsewhere. But I do know that some traders, actually lots of traders, are using their phone. But it gives you kind of an extra freedom. I mean, if you know, if there's, how should I put this? So if you know what you're looking for, and if you have a very, simple, quote unquote, simple entry model, and you know your levels, then obviously you can put the risk on easily. You can manage the risk fairly easily on your cell phone as well, right? So it gives you some extra freedom there, and it's just so cool. I mean, you're sitting at McDonald's or whatever, and hey dude, what you doing? I'm trading, man. I'm trading. I just made $200.
Yeah,
so cool.
that is cool. Sometimes I will be in a trade on my computer, and then I will pull it up on my cell phone, and then I'll go around doing other things in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
It at least detaches me from the computer sometimes.
Exactly. I won the debate, Terry. I won. Finally.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. But I feel like, by the way, I picked the good side right now. I think you picked the not too good side, because like everybody loves to trade.
I picked the wrong side.
because we're all addicted a little bit to trading, right? So it was kind of expected on my end. When you said you're gonna pick the side of no trading, I was like, I don't know, because everybody's here to trade, so I think everybody's gonna vote for me. So
oh my gosh, you won. I know someone in chat said Terry already lost the debate.
I mean,
when I picked that side, okay, only do a better job picking side. But you know what, though? I don't think that's it. I think, Tom, you're a very good debater.
No. There's nothing to it. There's nothing. And you know what? There's so many time left from the month, and I do need that evaluation account, everybody. So please make sure to keep voting for me. But actually, I do like to I love to debate with Terry, because we have not just awesome topics, but I'm always happy that she's picking the side I want her to pick, so it makes it easier.
It's a trap. It's a trap. Tom is like, Terry, pick whatever side you want. You pick the side.
I'm just telling you guys, the key in winning is manipulation. I'm manipulating Terry, like, oh, sure, Terry, take what you want. It's no problem, But
she'll pick the wrong side.
Actually, last week you picked the right side almost all the time. By the way, I was like, no way, she's picking the best side. I was like, okay, let's make her win.
I think in my mind, like when we talk about the topic, I'm like, I can argue both sides, and I can see both sides being good usually. So that's why I have such a hard time picking a debate side.
No, it's you did it. No, yeah, you did a great job, by the way. And there's definitely lots of valid points on today's on your argument as well.
Yeah,
and really good points there. And
both sides, right? Like, do you trade on a holiday or do you not? So the market is selling. It's making that reversal here on the 5-minute chart.
Yeah, we're definitely looks like we're going lower. As I said, if we could have some down close candles below 731, then I'm just going to put a line here. Keep an eye out, everybody, for 680. And even if we get down there, I'm just curious how the market is going to react on that level. If we get down there, I'm expecting a possible bounce on that level. So we'll see. But also keep that in mind that after 11 or 11:30, there could be, the volume could be drying up a little bit, or maybe around lunch hour. Who knows? Yeah.
Oh, I'm laughing because someone said multitasking Terry.
She is multitasking. Yeah, I think the ladies are just absolutely great. in multitasking. Like when I was alone on the stream here, like I was kind of reading the chat, I was watching the trade, I was like, I don't even know, like, okay, how can I do this? And at one point I was like, okay, you know what, I don't know, I'm just gonna be focusing on one thing at a time. But yeah, let me read the chat. If you guys have any questions for us about setups, risk management, zones, entries, trading related stuff, let us know, because we love to answer your questions. And I'm just actually super happy that we're having this many viewers, and the likes are up 200, almost 260, 257 right now. I love that. That's amazing, everyone. Thank you so much for the support. So.
Such a great way to kick off Monday.
Oh yeah, I love Mondays like this. Yeah, and again, as I said, so far, and this is the 5 minute, and the 5 minute chart to me, it's actually a very decent price action, even though that it's a holiday, so it's decent. The drop was like how much? I mean, from that range, we dropped down 160 points to the bottom there, and I think we can go lower, so that's good. I mean, any day that we can get like between, I would say, an average 100 points on NQ, that for me to be considered as a quote-unquote normal day. So yeah, we like that.
We do like this, and the movements, it hasn't really been consolidating. We've had clean moves here, which
clean
is
moves,
a treat on a holiday. Yeah,
exactly. That's good. And it seems like, well, the 5 minute is still open. The 1 minute could be, well, we're still hovering in this revenue gap, but how close we are to that level. 50 points down, 680 at this point would be my target. I'm a little bit hesitating. Should I jump into a trade here to short for 680 one more time, just give it one more chance? What do you think, Terry? Should I do that or not? Just for with one micro, 1 micro is nothing, right?
Yeah, I want to say yes. I want to say yes,
but
it's a holiday. It can be
it's
so
a holiday.
tricky, but it's looking good. I mean, the market information, it sounds like it's yelling at you a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm on the fence. I feel like if I were to hop in short here, I could sacrifice a trade for you guys so that the market would reverse higher.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
I'm just happy I got out.
This could be a test.
I'm just happy I made back some of that losses from that eval on the fundeds. I am definitely okay. So even if I take this, I might just gonna take it on an eval.
Okay.
But it looks so good to go down to 680.
680.
680. That's
it's looking juicy.
It is. And you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, I'm missing some factors here. So the 1 minute close lower, that's good. The 5 minute chart is still didn't close that, so that's still inside of that fair value gap. That's a no-go basically. Yeah.
Oh, ES, it's kind of flat. It's green by about 4 points.
Oh my gosh, we haven't talked about ES, not the slightest bit. So what's happening on ES for now? Okay.
Oh, the Dow is green by 94 points. So
we have a new week opening gap that has not been rebalanced on ES. So that kind of gives me an idea that NQ could be going lower. 26, 25, 24, 23 seconds. Now it's only 21 seconds to close down this 5 minute candle. And I'm a little bit tempted to short. No, I'm not going to take it. Or I made the decision. I'm not going to take the trade, but I will be looking for that 680 level for sure. So
MyFundedFutures just dropped in chat. Did you trade today? Yes, I won. Yes, I lost. No, it's a bank holiday or break even. I'm still waiting.
Let's go.
Okay, I won and lost, but overall I won. So I'm going to click I won.
Yes, we won.
You won, Tom.
Everybody's a winner here. Even if you're not trading, just if you're just hanging here in the chat at MyFundedTV and having a good time and observing the market, you're already winning because it's not just about pulling the trigger. It's about observing, learning, reading the narrative, what the market gives you. I think that's also part of trading as well. Even if you have the initial intention of not pulling the trigger. So you sit down and you're like, okay, I don't want to pull the trigger because I don't want to do anything, but I'm still going to read the narrative and let's just anticipate what the market will do. You know what? That's also trading because you're actually learning, studying the market, and that's a good thing. And that's what I used to do, by the way. So when other people, I'm waiting for the train or the bus, because sometimes I do travel with train or bus station, but I'm waiting and I'm kind of checking my trading view on my cell phone, like, okay, let's see the charts, let's see what's it doing, let's try to figure out where it will go. So and I just love that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is trading. It's still trading. Even if you're not in a trade, it's still trading.
Yeah. And guess what? Whenever I attend to some very boring meeting or something, well, it's not these days, because this happened when I was having a main job at an insurance company, and it was years ago. I was sitting in the back end of the room, and I was like, checking my trading view charts, and like I didn't even know what they're talking. Like I was just still checking my charts, like that maybe I was addicted a little bit too much to the charts. But anyway, it's just great to figure this out, like where will it go.
Yeah, Ash Trades is on deck. He will be on in less than 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, Ash is gonna be with us today, and if you guys have some questions for us, let us know, and we'll be happy to answer. I just want to say that I just had a great time today. We had great conversations, and you guys in chat, and you, Terry, like we did so great. And let's see the likes. We are at 269 likes. Very awesome, super great. Let's try to push it to 300 until Ash is coming around.
Yeah, let's make Ash happy. Let's make him happy. Let's push it to 300. Give him a very, very warm welcome. I wonder if Ash decided to take out all the money from his live account and start over, or if he's planning on compounding it. I did see he put a poll out on his X account. Everyone, make sure you go follow Ash on X. He's always dropping a ton of good information for us over there. But yeah, I'm very curious, because I know I typed in the comments. Like,
I forgot to answer to his tweet there. But I last week I said, Ash, if you're watching, if you haven't decided yet, leave some money there, and only took out like a few, maybe 8 or 10K, and continue to trade. That's what I would do.
Exactly, because he's with Blue Row Capital now, which is our firm partnered with MyFundedFutures. And I think it's such an incredible opportunity to be with Blue Row Capital and to get the chance to have the mentorship over there. It's just so cool. So I'm hoping you guys make sure you ask him when he hops on. I'm so curious.
Definitely ask him. And again, just a bit of an extra, like Blue Row Capital enables you to plan your trading career, like where you want to be, how far you want to go with your funded account. It's not just about getting the first payout and blowing up the account and taking the next one. It's not about that. It's about being a real trader, like getting multiple payouts from the same account. And this is why Ash brings us the greatest example. So yeah, I want to be at Blue Row Capital for sure. So let's get it.
Yes, me too. Exactly, Tom. That's why we love MyFundedFutures so much. It is the real deal. This is where you want to call home for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So real quick, Tom, before you head out, any last minute thoughts about the market?
Well, let's see what happens at 680. And I just want to say again, it was a great time being here today. And I love you all. The chat is amazing. Make sure to stay tuned for Ash, because lots of value, everybody.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, guys. We will be back here tomorrow morning.
All right. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Or good day, depending on where you're from. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's day going so far? Welcome back to another week in the markets. Just going to take a moment to welcome everybody into the stream, and then we'll get into the conversation for today. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Happy Valentine's Day as well. I don't know if everybody celebrates, but nice little Valentine's Day weekend. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and is ready to get back to work. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's day going so far? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see who we have here. Good morning, Trevor. Good morning, Goku. Good morning, Pro IB. Good morning, PRB Gamer. Good morning, Aliza. Good morning, Lucky Aces. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Dream. Good morning, The Punisher. MyFundedFutures. How are we doing today? Good morning, Mr. Chippy. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Yaya. Yusef, what's up? Victor, what's up? Mark, good morning. Jip Smith, good morning. I'm gonna trade. How are you doing today? ICT Trader, good morning. Spinna, good morning. Michael, good morning. Muzart, good morning. Jerzen, what's up? Hilda, what's up? How's everybody doing today? How did everybody's Valentine's Day go? Hopefully it went well. Just to answer Terry and Tom, I did catch that question. The live account is still going. We're coming up on about a year of that live account. I don't know who was here with me since the beginning, but back in, what was that, April or May of last year, that's when the live account started. So we're closing in on about a year of that live account, which leads me to the first question I have for you all. How long do you normally keep a funded account or a live account? Have you even made it to the live account yet? How long on average do you keep your accounts? I'm coming up on almost a year here. We've had many payouts on this account, and that leads me to the answer of Terry and Tom's question. I personally do not take the full payout. I take partial payouts so that I can continue to keep compounding, right? I want to stay in the account. I don't want more expenses. I want to keep compounding that account. But along the way, I want to realize all of the hard work. You do have to pay yourself for all of your time, your effort, your focus, right? So take a partial along the way to make sure that you're realizing some money while continuing to keep compounding. So I personally, I do not take the full payout. And that's what I put on Twitter. I asked everybody else what their opinion would be, right? Because if you take the full payout, then you're essentially closing the account. If you have no drawdown to use afterwards, that's essentially closing the account. So take partials along the way. Make sure that you're paying yourself. Make sure that you leave yourself a little bit of cushion so that you can keep trading, right? Then you don't have to pay for another eval and you can continue to keep working towards payouts. Okay, so maybe that's just my opinion. I'm not saying what's right or wrong here. I'm just sharing my experience. That's the choice that I made. So however, whatever works best for you is great. That's just my experience. But we are still in the live account and there's so many benefits to it. You know, having daily payouts, that is phenomenal. I don't want to give that back. I want to continue to have daily payouts. Mentorship from a 20-year market maker? I mean, really, how many times in your lifetime are you going to talk to a 20-year market maker? You guys watched me interview Charlie Jacobson a couple weeks ago. 20-year market maker. That's just incredible. And then the risk management team too. Having somebody helping you along the way. right? Somebody aiding your ability to become a better risk manager. To me, having those resources is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It really helps as a trader. So, you know, I'm not missing out on the other aspects. What I'm saying is we should diversify, right? Have your live account and then also copy trade over here while also having your real estate over there, while also having your 401k, right? We should be hitting on all of the aspects of investing or trading. Diversification is key, in my opinion, right? Have your live account, have your real estate, have your crypto, have your 401k, have your copy trading, have all of them. Work on all the aspects of trading because there's benefits that come with all of them. Okay. So do me a favor. I see that we're just about to hit 300 likes. Smash that like button. Let's get the likes up to 300. We have over 400 people in here. Everybody smash that like button once. And if you haven't already, sub to the channel, turn the notifications on. We're going to continue to keep providing value every single chance we get. Whether it's between sharing trades, talking about risk management, doing giveaways, having special guests. Ever since we started the stream, we have continued to keep doing that every single week. And we'll be doing that all of 2026 as well. So turn those notifications on because we're going to continue to keep going live. So today's a bank holiday, so we will be having a shortened stream. After my segment, we're going to close up the live stream. Make sure that you're aware of the shortened trading hours, okay? You have to make sure that your positions are closed by 12:45 today. So in about 2 hours, right? Make sure you know of the early closure. There's no reason for you to break a rule because you're not doing your due diligence. Make sure you know of the early closure, close your positions by 12:45. We have a bank holiday today. All right. Next, due to the bank holiday, we're going to do some back testing. All right. Earlier in my live stream, we were back testing the initial balance because of the GOAT, Mr. Zink. Our Friday host has brought so much value to the stream that I wanted to backtest the strategy. So let's do it. Let's talk about it real quick so everybody knows what's going to happen here before I start running through some trades. And while I run through some trades, I'm going to be asking questions related to risk management or your trading or anything to do with this prop firm industry. The initial balance, okay? The initial balance is going to be 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to measure the high and the low between 9:30 and 10:30, okay? If the high is created first, right? When I say first, I'm referring to time, right? Look at this candle. This is the 9:30 a.m. candle, right? That is the high of 9:30 to 10:30. This is the low of 9:30 to 10:30. Notice how this candle is 10 a.m., right? So clearly 9:30 is before 10 a.m., right? So if the high is created first, we're going to short. If the low is created first, we're going to long. The location that we're going to do that is 50% of the range. So you can see this example here. This is from the back test. All right. So we long or short from 50% of the range. The other side of the range will be your stop loss or take profit. So exactly what's shown on the screen. All right. So let's run through some trades and we'll talk about it as we do. All right. So let's get over to 9:30 here. And we're going to do some back testing and talk about it along the way. All right. All right, 9:30. Let's see where the high and the low is. Let's get to 10:30. All right, so you can clearly see that the 9:30 candle created the low. The 10:30 candle created the high. All right, so we're going to measure the high to the low of the range. Okay, since the low was created first, we're going to long from 50% of the range. And now the only other thing that I need to say that I didn't in the first explanation is if the target is completed before you get an entry, there is no trade to be taken. All right, so that's the only other information to know. So, for example, let's see if, right, so it looks like maybe the target might get hit first before giving an entry. Maybe not. We'll see here. Oh, maybe they give us an entry. Wow. What is this, chat? What a joke, right? What a joke. There's no way they're going to... What is this? By a couple points? Come on. What is this? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, maybe they still give us an entry. What do we get here? What do we get here? There's the entry. Stop loss at the low. Target the high. And let's see what kind of result we get here. Beautiful trade. Beautiful W there. Wow. Wow. Gorgeous. I mean, no better way to start off a backtest than a W. So, W. 12K stop loss. I knew that was going to come up. Size doesn't matter. Okay? Size is relative to the account that you're trading. So what I'm trying to say here is you're not taking 4 contracts of NQ on a 25K account. You're not doing that. You won't even be able to hold the position to the result because you're too large of size. You'll instantly hit your drawdown, right? So it's very simple. Just position size accordingly for the account that you're using. Okay? Go down to the micros so that your risk management can fit the strategy. Very simple. Just change the size. Okay? We're not here. We're not looking at this to say, oh my God, $12,000. No, this is not like a euphoria thing. The size is not what the concern is here. Just make sure your position size accordingly for the account that you're using. You can do this same exact backtest with 1 micro of MNQ, right? That's not the purpose here. The purpose is to show the strategy. So a couple comments that I want to make during this backtest is that this will go to show you that risk management is the #1 priority. This will go to show you that emotional intelligence, mental intelligence is the priority. For example, let's go back to our first trade, right? You get into a long here at 50% of the range, right? We got the long here. And then you immediately go into drawdown. So let me ask you something, chat. Here's my first question regarding the backtest. When you're this deep into drawdown, do you abandon the position? Do you just get out and say, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, it's so red. I can't take it anymore. I can't allow this to be even worse than it already is. What are you telling yourself during this point in time right here? What are you telling yourself? Or while you're red, are you sitting there saying, I need to complete my process to the best of my ability? I'm sticking to the plan. My original stop loss has not been hit yet, so I haven't received a result yet. I'll continue to keep executing my plan. Which one are you? Which one are you? Seriously, because if you're going to be emotionally trading, then you probably would have gotten out of that trade for a loss because you're so deep into drawdown, which means you would have never gotten the win. The strategy did work, right? Because your stop loss wasn't hit. The take profit was hit before the stop loss was hit. The only reason why it wouldn't work is because you and your emotions chose otherwise. So seriously, I'm asking you guys, because this is what we need to deal with as a trader. These are the situations that you're going to come across. How do you act in drawdown? Seriously, how do you act in drawdown? Do you get too scared and you hop out of the position and you start saying, "Oh, I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. I'm horrible at trading." Right? Seriously. Again, you keep pointing to the drawdown, but you have to understand that you're not position sizing with 4 contracts of NQ in a 50K account, right? Like one contract of MNQ is probably only minus $200, not minus 10,000. So just, you got to get rid of that perspective. You just have to position size accordingly for the account that you're in. I'm lost, Ash. Can you try the strategy? Yep. So we're going to continue to take more trades here and gather more data, right? So you'll see many trades, right? Here comes another one. 9:30. Excuse me. 10 o'clock. 10:15. 10:30. All right. So again, the strategy. The initial balance, the range between 9:30 to 10:30, right? So here's 9:30, here's 10:30. We're going to measure the high and the low of that range, okay? 9:30 to 10:30. If the high forms first, we're looking at shorts. If the low forms first, we're looking at longs. Right? So in this example, the high formed first, right? Just look at time. This is the 9:30 candle. This is the 10 a.m. candle. So 9:30 is before 10 a.m., right? So the high formed first. So I know that we're going to take a short here, right? So the short would look like this, right? So we're always going to be executing from 50% of the range. Stop is always going to be at the high. TP is always going to be at the low. Obviously, vice versa for longs, right? So now look at the points, right? 180 points. Clearly, if you're using a 50K account, you can only use one contract of MNQ here, right? Because one contract of MNQ means that this is a $360 stop loss. You see what I'm saying now? You just position size correctly. The strategy doesn't change. It's not a matter of size. It's a matter of you being able to stick to the process. You won't be able to stick to the process if you took 4 contracts of NQ here. Because 4 contracts of NQ, let's look at the amount of the stop loss, right? We're already at 50%, so we can market order into this one. Right? The stop loss being $11,000 means you can't even conduct this strategy with 4 contracts of NQ in a 50K account size because you only get 2K of drawdown to work with. Right? So just use one contract of MNQ so that you can stick to the process. That's the point that we're trying to make here is, are you capable of being objective to the process? Or are you going to execute emotionally? Are you going to say risk management's completely out of the window? Right? So if risk management was completely out of the window and you went 4 contracts on a 50K account size, you won't even make it to invalidation because it's too large of risk. Do you see how important risk management is here? You can't just go in with 4 contracts of NQ because you want to. It's not a matter of what you want. It's a matter of being objective to the process. Okay? All right, so let's see what happens with this one. Let's see. W, chat. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? IB is goated. Mr. Zink's the GOAT. 2 W's in a row? I mean, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, next question. Next question. Next question. Did you see how many price fluctuations happened in here? So let me ask you, what type of drawdown do you need to use to execute this strategy? What type of drawdown do you need to use to execute this type of strategy? Throw it in the chat if you know the answer. Throw it in the chat. What type of drawdown do you need to use to execute this strategy? Amazing job, chat. Yep. Dan, great job. Me Trades, great job. AJ, great job. Andy, Sharma, amazing, amazing, amazing. Intraday, unrealized, trailing drawdowns, not going to allow you to execute this strategy. Because look at all these price fluctuations, right? After going $2,000 into profit, then it coming back up, your intraday unrealized trailing drawdown would have knocked you out here. These are the questions that we need to go over if we're prop trading. You need to know the rules of your account. This is another risk management situation. Just like you need to know how many contracts you're allowed to be using to execute this strategy. We can't go 4 contracts of NQ. We also can't go unrealized intraday trailing drawdown. You see what I'm getting at here? Is these are the things that we need to know to be good risk managers. If you're just going to go in and try to execute anyways on any single kind of account, you probably would have blown the account on an intraday unrealized trailing drawdown. You see what I'm getting at here? Is you need to know your risk management along with being capable of sticking to the plan. You need to be able to do both of them at the same time. Come on, let's keep going. 2 trades is not enough. Come on. Oh, hold on. I have so many questions for you guys. All right, next question. How many of you can even wait until 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to take a trade? How many of you have the patience to wait until 10:30 a.m. to even consider pressing any buttons? Or have you already blown the account because New York Open is 9:30 a.m. and you're smashing the buy button? Seriously, because the initial balance hasn't even been set yet. So if you're executing before 10:30, you're not executing the strategy. You're executing your emotions and your impulsiveness. Seriously. Like how many of you can wait until 10:30 to even look at the chart? Or are you so impulsive that you wake up and enter a trade? Yeah. You mean Asia Open? You mean you've already clicked the button 100 times at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we can't even get to 9:30? That was a good one. 9:30, 10. 10:15. Okay. Once again, 9:30 to 10:30. Right? Here's 10:30. Here's the high. Here's the low. The high was created first. Right? So since the high was created first, I know that I need to be shorting from 50% of the range. Let's see if they enter us. Okay, they gave us an entry. Stop goes at the high. TP goes at the low. Let's see what happens. All right, finally, we got a loss. And I was waiting for a loss to happen because now here comes my question. After you take a loss, what do you do? What are you going to do now that you took a loss? Seriously. What are you going to do now that you took a loss? Are you going to be the individual that says, I need to make that money back? If you're that individual, that's going to lead you down a road of revenge trading. And revenge trading is the thing that blows accounts. So again, with patience, after you take a loss, can you be patient enough to close up shop, be done for the day, and wait until tomorrow? Or are you going to be the individual that says, I need to get right back in? I can't handle the fact that I took a loss. I need to make that money back. I was one trade away from a payout. I was one trade away from passing the eval. Let me take one more shot. No, 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 no. Seriously, if you can't become the most professional loser, you're going to have a really rough road here. It's going to be really hard for you. Seriously. You need to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm human too. I understand losing sucks, right? I don't like losing. But what I do know is that it's more appropriate for me to go back to the sidelines and be patient and wait for the next opportunity instead of revenge trading. Seriously. Seriously. So we're going to keep running through this because every single situation is going to have a new question. And you need to be able to react to these situations during the time of. This one was a loss. And you need to be okay with losing. And when you lose, do not revenge trade. Okay? All right. Coming up to our next opportunity. All right, 9:30. One more candle. Okay. Again, for the individuals that are asking about this, this is the initial balance. So we are measuring the high and the low of the first hour of New York Open. So from 9:30 to 10:30. Measure out the low to the high. Okay? That is your initial balance. The high to the low of 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? If the low is set first, then we're looking at longs. If the high is set first, then we're looking at shorts. Okay? So take a look at these candles. Here's the low of 9:30 to 10:30. Here's the high of 9:30 to 10:30. Okay? You can see that the low was created at 9:45. You can see that the high was created at 10 a.m. 9:45 is before 10 a.m. So the low was created first. So I know that I should be looking for a long here, right? The location that we look for longs is 50%. Every single entry, no matter whether you're looking at shorts or longs, is 50% of the range. Okay. Stop loss is the other side of the range. Take profit is the other side of the range. Right? So, right, this would be a long, and this is what it would look like. Longing from 50% of the range. Stop loss at the low. Take profit at the high. Okay, let's see if they let us in. Oh, they let us in. Let's see what happens. Stop loss. All right. So far, we've taken, what is that, 4 trades, right? 2 of them have been wins. 2 of them have been losses. 50% win rate. That is reality. So there's a statement that I would like to make to you all. Take a look at what reality is versus what social media markets. Okay? Don't fall into the social media marketing of, let me teach you this 100% win rate strategy. No, thank you. That is very unrealistic. That is just social media marketing. Okay? There's nothing in this world that has a 100% win rate. Plain and simple. Okay? So don't fall for the social media marketing. Seriously. Just go gather your own data. That's where the real conviction is built, when you press the buttons. You obtain the experience by gathering the data on your own. Seriously. What is the RR? All right, let's look at, here's the current stats, okay? Once again, do not even look at this, okay? Do not get blinded by this. Do not look at this, because you are not using 4 contracts of NQ in your accounts. Do not look at that number. What you should be looking at is this right here, right? So a 60% win rate, that's very logical. That makes sense. You will have winners. You will have losers. Okay? Profit factors, very nice here. Right? We have a 2.8 profit factor with a 60% win rate. Yeah, look, you're nicely into profits. You can see it here. Here's another question, actually. Here's another question real quick. All right? Give me 2 seconds. Let me take a sip of my drink here, and then I have another question for you all. Ooh, wrong screen. Hold on. All right, give me 2 seconds. All right. Chat. Let's take a look at this data real quick. All right. From January 29th to March 5th. There's only about a little more than a month worth of data. But my question here is going to be, what are you going to do during this time? Ready? So, for example, from here, you have 1, 2, 3 wins. Then you have a loss. Then you have another win. So you're probably passing your eval here on that 4th win, right? It took you, what was that? January 19th to February 18th. So less than a month, you've passed your eval. After passing your eval, you take 1 loss, you take 2 losses, and then you go on a little win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in how many days is that as well? February 18th to March 3rd. Okay, so in a pro account at MyFundedFutures, you have to wait 14 calendar days to request a payout. There's 14 calendar days right there. Right? Let me triple check. Let me pull up my calendar to make sure. Okay, my calendar's not working. Let me pull up my phone calendar. February 18th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. All right, so we're 1 day away. Okay, so right here at March 4th. You're now in a funded account and you're now profitable. So what are you doing at this point? You've passed the eval back here. Right? Pass the eval back here, and over here in the funded account, you are profitable. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You have multiple options. Let me just get back to the front of my data. You have multiple options. Okay. Type it in the chat. Type 1, 2, or 3 for which option you're taking. What option are you taking? 1, 2, or 3? Type it in the chat. The data shows that you would have passed your eval. The data also shows that you would have made it to a payout. So at this moment in time, what are you doing? Are you taking the full payout? Right? If you take the full payout, you're literally closing the account because you'll have no drawdown to work with afterwards, which means you're starting over from the eval stage. Are you taking the full payout? Are you taking the partial payout? Right? The partial payout means you get paid and you still have drawdown to work with, so you get to stay in the funded account and continue to keep trading. And the last option is number 3, no payout at all. So type it in the chat. Which one are you doing? All right, couple 2s, couple 1s. There's a 3 in there. Couple more 2s, couple 1s. Okay. Couple more answers coming across, so I'm just giving you guys some time. All right. So, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with number 1. Okay. With number 1, if you were to take the full payout, yes, you do have to go back to the eval stage. So it makes it a little bit harder. But with a full payout, then you can go compound, right? So you started in one account, and now that you received a payout, now you could probably afford 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts, right? So if the goal is compounding, then yeah, sure, take the full payout and move from 1 account to 5 accounts. And then go get a compounded payout. There's nothing wrong with number 1 at all. No matter what, your work needs to be realized. That's the only thing that I have to say. So minimally, number 1 or number 2. Number 2 is completely fine as well, because you still get to realize your hard work by paying yourself, and you get to keep trading. The only thing that I would not do is number 3, because you just spent so much time, so much effort, so much focus to get to this point. How are you not going to take the money? Isn't that why we're here? Isn't that why we're here? To take money out of the market and put it in our pocket? Okay, so minimally 1 or 2. The only thing I wouldn't do is number 3. All right? There really is no right or wrong. It's just a personal preference, but I would at least want some money in my pocket, plain and simple. Okay. Chat, if you're finding any value from these live streams, from any of the hosts, from any of the giveaways, do us a favor, like the video, sub to the channel, turn the notifications on. We're going to keep doing this every single week. Let's get to our next trade over here. How many can you copy trade? You can copy trade up to 5 accounts at MyFundedFutures. All right, 10:30. The low of 9:30, the high. So the low and the high between 9:30 and 10:30. Since the low was created first, we're looking at a long from 50%. They let us into the long. Stop loss at the low. TP at the high. Let's see what happens here. Ooh. They dumped on us, chat. They dumped on us. What is that? What is that? They dumped on us. Harsh move there. Absolutely dumped on us. Still keep moving forward no matter what. Once again, we fall in love with the process. The results are just a byproduct. We keep moving forward. 8:30. 10. 10:15. 10:30. All right, from 9:30 to 10:30, the high was created first. So we're looking at a short. They let us in. Stop at the high, TP at the low. Let's see what happens. See? Okay. Next question. Next question. Next question. All right, you had a loss. You had a loss. So after you're going on a losing streak, what are you saying to yourself? After taking 2 losses in a row, are you sitting there saying, I don't know how to trade. I give up. I must not know what I'm doing. I'm just going to forget about it. I only have $500 worth of drawdown left. I'm just going to max leverage this next trade. Who cares what happens? What are you doing? What are you doing during a loss streak? Are you capable of falling in love with the process and allowing the result to be a byproduct? If you max leveraged after a losing streak, then you would have never made it to this win because you tilted. Instead, if you just kept trading your process, here's your win. And now we're back on track. The results are greatly going to differ the way that you react to this information. If you get all pissed off because you're on a losing streak and then you go and do something you know you shouldn't be doing, you're not going to make it to this win. Because you've already tilted. You've already max leveraged yesterday because you were so pissed off. Seriously. All right. If you guys have any questions or information, please feel free to throw it in chat. I know that I've been a bit focused here on the back test, but I really hope that you guys are taking home some of the important concepts here, right? The mental and emotional intelligence, the ability to stay aligned with your process, right? These are very key things for your long-term ability to trade. Okay. Is there a way to add a confluence to this IB setup? So the specific reason why I'm doing this is because of simplicity. I do not want to add anything. I want it to be as simple as possible. The more times you add more things, the more complicated it's going to get. The more decisions you have to make, the harder it will be to execute your process. So, you know, feel free to add whatever you want, but that's just my 2 cents. Simplicity brings clarity, right? Like, for example, if you have a checklist of 10 different things to get into a trade, you have a lot of decisions to make. And there's going to be a very little amount of time that all 10 things are checked off. Now, compare that to having a checklist of 1 or 2 things. It's going to be much easier to understand. You're going to have much more trades because of how simple it is. Right? Don't confuse yourself with information overload. Very good question. Very good question. For a system like this, why not just automate it? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, please do. Right? I don't know how to do any coding, so I specifically don't know how to. But yeah. If you can automate this, yeah. That takes out all of the human emotions, right? If you're capable of, I don't know how to use technology like that. If you are, then that would be great. Yeah, definitely automate. Definitely. All right, let's keep going. Feel free to throw any questions, any information in the chat as we're getting through this back test. So far, we've had 3 wins and 2 losses. Okay. Ash, 50% success rate is not that encouraging. Well, that's a very interesting statement. That's a very interesting statement. 58% win rate, 2.42 profit factor. You tell me if that's encouraging. You're either profitable or you're not profitable. You either make money or you don't make money. With a 50% win rate and a 2.4 profit factor, you are profitable. You are capable of taking payouts. So I'm not sure what is not interesting about that. I want payouts. So this is for me. I'm not sorry if I'm being too straightforward, but I heavily disagree with that. I'm not trying to be rude. You either make money or you don't make money. And that's all it comes down to. Ash, only thing I'd like to add to this strategy is daily bias, sweeps, FVG, SMT, directional bias. Yeah. That's funny. I mean, that is a joke, right? I took that as a joke. I feel like that was sarcasm. I feel like that was a joke, right? All right, 9:45. All right. 9:30 to 10:30. The high was set first. The low was set second. So I know that we short from 50% of the range. Now, this is the first time we ran into this example. Ready? Target was completed before you got an entry. So there's no trade to take here. If the overall goal that we're targeting is a break of the initial balance, and that happens before you get an entry, then there's no trade to take. Right? If your target's completed without you, don't take the trade. Ash, can we see the backtest details right here? So we started on January 29th. We're up to March 7th. We've had 17 trades. 10 of them were winners. 7 of them were losses. 2.4 profit factor. That's making us net profitable. Once again, please do not get blinded by this number. You are not going this large of size. Okay, it's the only thing you need to look at here is the percentage, right? Not this number. You're either green or red. That's what matters. That's what truly matters. You're either green or red. Don't get blinded by this, right? If I was in a 50K account, this would not be the same number because I am not using 4 contracts of NQ. Okay? But you're looking at January 29th to March 7th. You probably would have passed your eval either here or here at one of these equity highs. And then you would have gotten a chance to take a payout here. So you're talking about a little more than a month to the first payout. Yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please. Would love another payout. That's exactly why we're here. So let's see what we get next here. Wow. Look at that accuracy, chat. Stopped it right on the 10:30 mark. Look at that. Look at that. That's better than your TP getting hit. Look at that. Stopped it right on the 10:30 mark. All right. The high to the low of 9:30 to 10:30. The high was created first, so I know that I'm looking for a short from 50% of the range. Let's see if they let us in. Scam. They scammed us right there. Oh. They let us in. Let's see what the result is. W, chat. W. Remember when you tilted back here? Remember when you tilted after this 3-loss streak? Remember when you tilted right here and you gave up and you said, I only have $500 worth of drawdown left. I'll just go max contract size and forget about it, see what happens? Well, guess what? You tilted, and because of that tilt, you blew up the account, and then right after that, you go on a winning streak. Well, guess what? You don't get to go on that winning streak because you decided to tilt. You decided to say, screw it. I only got a couple $100 left to draw down here. So you don't get to go on this winning streak because your choice was, I don't care anymore. Seriously, we're going through all these different scenarios because the choices that you make is what's going to greatly impact your results. You would have never seen that winning streak. Let's keep going here. $9.45. 10 o'clock. 10:15. 10:30. All right. 9:30 to 10:30. The high was set first, so I'm going to short from 50% of the range. All right. No trade. The target was hit before they gave us an entry. Do you see how clear the decision making is here? There really is no questions, right? It being very mechanical really helps your decision making, your mental and emotional intelligence, your understanding of what is a trade and what is not a trade. Okay? Okay? Let's keep going here. $10.30. Excuse me. All right, the high was set first, 9:30. The low was set second. So we short from 50% of the range. See if they let us in. Stop goes at the high. TP at the low. W, chat. Now we're on a 3-win streak. You would have never seen this 3-win streak because of that 3-loss streak. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. You're looking at... Okay. You're now at a new equity high. You went from having your largest losing streak to being at all-time highs in your account. Do you see the difference there? So you're telling me at the worst performance this account has seen, right? Here's one loss here. Here's one loss here. Here's 2 losses. So this was your largest losing streak. 3 losses in a row. So immediately after your largest losing streak in the account, you then go to new all-time highs. I don't know what else to say at this point. Honestly, this is why you don't tilt. This is why you don't change your process. This is why you stick with your risk management. I don't, the data says it itself. This isn't me. This is the data. I've literally taken the same trade every single time. This isn't an opinion. It's the data. You go from your worst performing streak to new all-time highs because you chose not to tilt, because you fell in love with the process, because you did not change your strategy. You just stuck to the strategy and you kept executing even after your largest losing streak. All right, chat. If this didn't provide any perspective, I don't know what else will. We'll do this in real time as well. This is the stuff that we talk about every single day. Here's the data. Go collect the data yourself. Go do this. Go collect a year's worth of data and then objectively analyze it. You go prove it to yourself. You click the buttons. You do this. That's where you build the conviction. You click the buttons. Nobody else is going to click the buttons for you. So we only got a couple more minutes here. We are closing up the stream after my segment. It's a bank holiday. The markets close early. Make sure that you close your positions by 12:45 Eastern Standard Time because of the early market closure. It's a bank holiday. Okay. I'll give some time for some questions and then we'll go ahead and wrap up stream. Heading over to chat now. Do me a favor. If you're finding any value in this information, like the stream, sub to the channel, turn the notifications on. We're going to keep doing this every week. Any questions? We'll do a short little Q&A before we close up the stream. With this strategy, what are you doing if you need to long and you are below 50% of the range? You can just market order at that point. You can just market order at that point. Let me get to one of those examples. Here's that example here. Okay. So same exact question that you just had, just vice versa. Okay. This was a short. Okay. So the question is if we're already past the entry location, what do? You could just market order in, right? This was a short because the high was set first, the low was set second. So we'd know that we would short from 50% of the range, but price was already above 50% of the range when we got an entry available to us. So at this moment in time, you could just market order in. It actually gives you better risk to reward, right? Because now this isn't 1-to-1. This is more like 1.5, right? This is better risk to reward. Very good question. Ash, have you read The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogard? Yes, I have. Phenomenal book. That is my top recommendation, along with Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. If you haven't read those two books, I highly suggest you read those two books. 110%. The Best Loser Wins, Tom Hogard, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Phenomenal books. Are you waiting for the candle close to take the trade? No. You guys are trying to do too much. Again, simplicity brings clarity. Stop adding on additional criteria. No candle closure, no nothing. Any other questions? Let's see what we got here. What was this setup being back tested? The initial balance. So the first hour of New York Open from 9:30 to 10:30. Okay. We're marking the high and the low from 9:30 to 10:30. If the high was set first, we are shorting from 50% of the range. Stop at the high, targeting the low. All right, so the high was set first, right? Look at this candle. This is the 9:30 candle. The low was the 10 a.m. candle. Since the high was set first, we shorted from 50% of the range, targeting the low. The initial balance. All right. All righty, chat. It is time. It is time. Chat, I just want to take a moment to say thank you before we go and wrap this up. Once again, early closure today due to the bank holiday. Make sure your positions are closed before 12:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to also close up the live stream because of it. So this will be the end of the live stream. All right. Just want to take a moment to say thank you to you all. Thank you to chat. I really appreciate being around other like-minded professionals, people who just keep showing up, keep working, keep learning every single day. Thank you to MyFundedFutures for putting the community together, for all the giveaways that you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all the hosts. All of your time, all of your information is greatly appreciated. And thank you to the back end. Everybody on the back end, making sure that everything runs smoothly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really appreciative of you all. Chat, we still have the Asia stream. So definitely show up to SK's stream at night. And then tomorrow we're back to a regular schedule. All right. The rest of the week is a regular schedule. There are no more bank holidays this week. So regular schedule throughout the rest of the week. But we're going to go ahead and close up the live stream. I greatly appreciate all of your time. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on so you know when we go live again. We will be right back here for Asia session and tomorrow morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you all have a great day, and we will see you on the next live stream. Have a nice day, everyone.